Well, a little bit late, but I'm here. September live stream. A little bit of craziness this morning. I had to work this morning. Then I had to drive all the way to the other end of town to pick up my son. Then we get back. Just crazy morning. Absolutely crazy morning. But we made it. We're here. It's time for the live stream. Cheers. Oh, nectar of the gods, that is. How's everybody doing? You see, we got a few popping into the feed here. How is everybody doing this fine Saturday afternoon, I guess now? How has your fishing been through the insane heat we've had since we last spoke in August? Hopefully, you guys have been catching. Nathan, good to see you there from Improved Carp Angling. How was the fishing for you? Did you get out today? Throw it right in the chat, guys. I'd love to hear how you guys have been doing. It's been hot. You know, I've had a lot of blanks this season, but I've had a lot of success this season. I'd love to hear how you guys have been doing. Let me turn the volumes down on here, if I can remember how. Messages coming in like crazy this morning. It's a busy, busy morning. Few liners for Nathan. Actually, Andrew Fishing. Good to see you there. You're out this morning too, aren't you? Are you actually out with Nathan, perhaps? Two members of the Hog Squad, as per our Canadian Carp Society groups. Kappa, good to see you there. Evening. Yeah, Andrew and Nathan are fishing. Good to hear. Yeah, like I said, it's been hot here. We've had, July was really hot, and then I'll go out and catch 7 fish in one session. So it's been pretty wild. Kappa, nothing but line bites. James Capitan, good to see you there. Not a huge amount of action during the bright sun and high pressure. Most action at dawn and dusk. Plenty of blanks here too. It's been weird, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and talking about it with some friends. It's odd how this season's gone. For me in particular, I've had an incredibly strong spring with some really big fish, a lot of quality fish. I had a few fish back in January that I don't even think I've actually posted yet. That's part of a project I was filming in the wintertime that didn't quite get finished, that will continue on next winter. But I had a really great start to my year. And then I really didn't know what to do with myself for the way the rest of the season would play out. How do you start out so strong and then try to keep that momentum? And it's difficult. We've got so many other great anglers here in Canada that can keep that kind of consistent momentum going throughout the season. And then there's some of us that will have like a big flurry or a big hit at one point, and then it tapers off and we struggle the rest of the year. And I think I'm trying to piece together kind of how my year actually has gone, where I had such a strong start, but then I would have all these blanks, and all I can think about is all these blanks that happened, or just these sessions that had one fish here, one fish there. But in the grand scheme of things, it really has not been a bad season at all. I'm dwelling on all these struggles because I did so well early, but the struggles that I'm having now are the same struggles I have every year. I just happen to have an exceptional spring. So things really aren't out of the ordinary at this particular time. And I've had a lot of fish. Just going back through my notes to update some spreadsheets that some of us put our captures into. Just since we did Carp Angling Day. That was June 6th. So from June 7th to today, I've had 72 fish. And I think I was well over 100 by the time Carp Angling Day came around. Or at least close to it. I have to go back and check the count on January 1st to July 6th. But I've had a lot of fish, and some of these sessions, as I mentioned, have been, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to, I think at one point I even had 15 fish in one session this year. It's wild, right? So I think because I had such a strong spring with so many really quality fish, and just really great memories made so quickly, I haven't properly appreciated that this season has then turned into any normal season for me. Um, I'm like I said, I'm dwelling on these blanks, and I haven't taken the time to properly appreciate how many fish I actually have. Um, and this really came into realization. I think it was Wednesday evening. I went and did an after work session. Frustrating day at work, as we always have. Got down to a quiet spot on the river. Had a nice peaceful setup. Line. I had 2 rods in because it was a small spot. And then a large family showed up behind me to use the picnic table, and they sat there drinking booze and making a lot of noise for the next 3 hours. So my peaceful after work session just didn't happen. And shortly after dark, I didn't hear my bite alarm because they were so loud. And I was sitting about 6 feet from it. I happened to look up and see the tip bouncing just in the moonlight. And I had a fish. But I was so frustrated with what was going on and how that day had gone. I